Good evening, all.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. Okay, today we are going to discuss another very important concept, file permissions. I mean, what is meant by file permissions? How to allow the users, and what exactly mean by read permissions, write permissions, execute permissions. Okay, so let me explain. Permissions is an important component of Linux that provides a secure method for storing files. Generally, when to use file permissions concept, you want to store files securely, then we will use file permissions concept. So because Linux is a multi-user operating system, so multiple people are working on same OS. So definitely security is required. So it has security to prevent people from accessing each other's confidential files. Each other's confidential files. Each file and a directory have three user-based permissions. One is owner permissions, second one is group permissions, and the third one is other permissions. So overall, we have three permissions. Owner permissions means user permissions. Group permissions means already you know that what is your group in the last class. And except owner and group name, all are others. All are others. Next, in the file permissions, overall we have three modes. One is read mode, second one is write mode, and the third one is execute mode. So what is read exactly? So grant the capability to read. That means to view the contents of the file. So you have a one file, but when the file has read permission, then we can read the content. That means you can view the content only. We cannot modify the content. So when the file has write permissions, then we can modify and remove the word content. But when the file has execute permissions, then file can run a program. That means file as a program. File as a program. That is called what? Execute permissions. But every file has read and write mandatory. That means for reading and writing. And the directories are read, write, executions. But what is the difference? I will explain later. Next, the file permissions access modes are read mode, write mode, execute mode. You know that read value 4, write value 2, execute value 1. Please remember the values of access modes. The read value 4, write value 2, execute value 1. If you know these three values, you will operate all file permissions. Just 4, 2, 1. And what are the symbolic forms? Read symbolic form is R, write short form is W, execute X only. But what are the access levels? User level, group level, others level. So user short form is U, group G, others O. Others O. So now let me explain some example about your permissions. So if you run ls space -l, I mean long list format, we have multiple files and multiple directories. Now in this class, we are going to discuss file permissions like in the second field onwards. So these are the word file permissions bits. File permissions bits. You know that the first field is file type. That means when the file starts with hyphen, it is a regular file. When the line starts with D, it is a directory. When the line starts with C, it is a character file. You know that the first field is file type. Then if you go for the word second field onwards, So these are the what? Complete fields. So let me copy these total fields. I mean overall, we have 9 fields, guys. We have 9 fields. So now in that case, for example, what are the 9 fields? Here see, totally 9 fields are there. Totally 9 fields are there. But you can divide every 3 fields are one part. So this is the what first 3 bits and the next 3 bits and the last 3 bits. Okay. So these are the what the first 3 fields belonging to user permissions, and the next 3 fields belonging to group permissions, and the last 3 fields related to others permissions, others permissions. So here is the word completely 9 fields. User first 3 bits related to user, next 3 bits related to group, and the last 3 bits for others only. And now, how can you calculate the value? That means R value 4, then right value 2, and hyphen means nil. Then it is called what? 0. Then next one is only read means 4, then nothing 0 0, and again 4 0 0. Then you can calculate. Don't call 420 420 like. You can combine the word combination 4 plus 2 plus 0. It is called what? 6. And 4 plus 0 plus 0. It is called what? 4. And 4 plus again 0 plus 0. It is a 4. Overall, this is called 6 4 4 permissions only. 6 4 4 permissions. And now just take the word some examples and please tell me anyone. For example, read write x, then read hyphen x, then read hyphen hyphen. So what is the value for this? Anyone? What is the value for this?
755.
7 5
55.
no
766.
no
756.
It should be 754.
754.
Very good. It is called 7 5 4 because 4 plus 2 plus 1 first 3 bits. It is called what? 7. Then next 3 fields are 4 plus 0 plus 1. It is called what? 5. And 4 plus 0 plus 0. It is called what? 4. And tell me another example. Read write hyphen, read hyphen hyphen, then read hyphen x. What is the value this?
646.
6. Anyone?
645. 646. No, 645.
Please write in the
645.
chat box. Everyone. Please write in the chat box. What happened? Remaining people. Please write everyone in the chat box. I'm asking. Okay. This is called what? 6 4 5 only. 6 4 5. So now you have to combine just 3 values only. First 3 values, next 3 values, and the last 3 values. So overall, you will get minimum 0, maximum 7 only. Maximum 7 only. Then the another example, and please be right. For example, if I write 6, 1, 4, then opposite. So anyone can write. I mean, I'm asking like this. Please write like this format. 6, 1, 4 opposite. 6, 1, 4. How can you write? But don't miss the order. Remember everyone, here I am telling the order is read, write, execute only. And don't write, it is first write, execute, read. Don't take this format. Always the first value read only, second bit is write only, third one is execute only. In case you don't have any read permissions, hyphen, then write and execute. You don't have any write permission, read hyphen X only. You don't have any execute permissions, read W hyphen like this. And don't write the word first execute, then write, then R. Read, write, execute only. Then tell me anyone, what is the 614?
Sir, read, right?
Please write in the chat box.
Yeah, I already sent you.
Okay, correct. So now, please here, read, write, there is no execute, then hyphen. So 1 means which combination is the 1? It is called what? Execute only. So no read, no write, only execute. And next, 4 means read only. Then R hyphen hyphen. And the last example, another one. And now here it is called what? 401. 401.
Sir, I send you in chat box.
Akash, right?
Rahul, sir.
Akash, Akash.
Rahul.
Okay.
Last one is execute.
401. What is the meaning? All are mistake. Perfect. Hari perfect. Akash perfect. Remaining all people are mistake. And now Srinivas also correct. Srinivas, it's wrong. Right. See, 40 means which combination is for read only. So read means first. There is no write, there is no execute. But next value 0. 0 means no read, no write, no execute. That's, and the last one is 1. 1 means execute. That means no read, no write, only execute. This is the what output. I mean value. 40 means R hyphen X. And now why need to set AWS instances 400 only? Then what is the meaning of 400 now?
Sir, only read permission for.
So only user read of the file. So now remaining all are the word null. That's why we can set the word AWS EC2 instances key pair value is 400 only. 400 meaning is only user to read. So group people and others are nothing. Okay. So now in the last class, find command I told you. I mean in the filter commands, find command I told you. What is the find command? Find slash, sir, I don't know the file name, but I don't know the file size. Even I don't know when did I created the file, when did I modify the file. But I know the file permissions. I mean my file has 641 permissions. Then what is the meaning? Now the system will verify what are the 641 file permissions. Okay, I want to find the word under the system. It is called what permission basis. Then it is called what my file has read only permissions. So this is the way to finding the word files also. So please remember in the find command setup. Now you know what is the 400, what is the 641, what is the 610. So minimum 0, maximum 7, because 4 plus 2 plus 1. So it is maximum 7 only. But 0 means nothing. So this is the what proper way to managing the what file permissions. So if you know three values, read 4, write 2, execute 1. So you will operate the what all file permissions. Fine. And the next important thing, and the next one is, again, we need to understand what is the umask value. So this is also repeated interview question. What is the umask? Umask in Linux is known as user mask. Umask in Linux is known as user mask, or it is also called as user file creation mask. User file creation mask. So what is the use of umask? Generally, umask will helps you to setting up predefined file permissions. Predefined file permissions. I mean, if you create any new file or new directory, umask will set default file permissions. Umask will set default file permissions. So how it is possible means, say this. Now let me create a one new file. So let me create a one new file. My file name is touch space. My file name is Google Cloud Platform. GCP is my file name. So now if I enter, so file successfully created. If you check ls space -l, the file name is GCP. Then GCP file permissions are read, write, read only. But while creating file, I didn't set up any permissions. But how it is possible means, by default, umask will define default file permissions for the file and directory. So if you create any new file or new directory, umask only to set up default file permissions. So now, what is the umask value? Existing OS umask value. It is called what? Don't consider the what last value. Just consider the what first three values. 0, 2, 2 is the what umask value. The meaning is the maximum file permissions are 6, 6, 6. File purpose 666. Then minus existing umask value is the what 0, 2, 2. Then it is called what 6, 4, 4. That's why see that file has read write, that is called what 6. Group permissions are read only, that's why it is called what 4 only. And the last permissions are read only, again it is called what 4 only. So now it is called what 6, 4, 4 file permissions. If you create any new file, by default file has 644 permissions. So 644 meaning is user only. I mean, who's created this GCP file? That guy is the what user. User means owner. Owner can read and write of the GCP file. Except owner, group people, others read only of the GCP file. So now it is secure or not? It is secure because owner only to read, file owner only read and write, but remaining all people, so it is a read only. That's why the default umask value is 022. That means maximum is 666 minus existing umask value equal to default file permissions. And this is the first important thing. And if you create any new directory, mkdir, my directory name is, for example, the directory name is Azure is the directory. So now successfully Azure directory is created. If you check Azure directory permissions, so it is called what? Read, write, execute, read, execute, read, execute. The meaning is directory maximum permissions are 777 minus the existing umask value is 022 and equal to, it is called what 755. That's why the directory has first 7 for the user and read and execute, it is called what 5, and again others read and execute, it is called what 5. So if you create any new file, the file permissions are 644. If you create any new directory, then it is called what default permissions for the directory 755. But why need to set up maximum file permissions are 666 and maximum directories are 777? I will explain later. So this is called what umask concept. Just you need to remember what is the use of umask value. So umask will consider, I mean it will set up default file or directory permissions when they are created. I mean if you create any new file or new directory, umask will set up default file or directory permissions. Now, let me give some examples how to change the what file or directory permissions. So just now we have created one file which is called what GCP. So the GCP file or directory permissions are read write hyphen and read hyphen hyphen and read hyphen hyphen. So this is the what file permissions. But now how to change existing file or directory permissions? So what is the command to change existing file or directory permissions? We will use chmod is the command. What is the command name? Chmod. So what is the use of chmod? It is used to change file or directory permissions, or somebody is calling file bits, file bits. So that is called what? Read bit, write bit, execute bit. So how to change file or directory permissions? Generally, we have two methods. Numerical method is there and symbolic method also is there. So let me change. So now I want user permissions read only. I don't want to keep write permissions for the GCP file. Then how to change? I mean, I want to remove write permission of the GCP file. Then what is the meaning here? We are removing write permission from the user level, because already user has read and write. So now if I enter, so now file has only read permission for the user because write permission has been removed. So you want to add permissions. Okay, I want to give in the others level, I want to keep the what write permissions in the GCP file. Now others means O plus W. We are setting up write permissions for the others. Others means last threes. So already read is there. Now write permission added. Write permission is added. Okay. And the next important thing, you want to add write and execute at a time for the user level. So I want to add user level write to execute. Already read is there, but I want to keep write and execute permissions for the GCP file. Then if I enter, so now we can check it. This is called what? Read, write, execute for the user. But when will you set up execute permissions for the file? Then file has green color. When the file has green color, then it is a executable file. It is an executable file. So regular colors are regular file only. When the file has green color, yes, this is the what file as a program. I mean, it is a what? An executable file. Okay, so like even at a time, we can change the what all permissions also. In the CHMOD user level, I want to remove the what execute permissions, but I want to add in the group level execute permissions. Group people can execute this file, and comma others level, I want to remove read and write because I don't want to give any file permissions read and write for the others. Then it is called what? GCP file. Then if I run this, see this, all are changed. So now user has read and write, and group people are read and execute, and others are nothing. But who is the user of this GCP file? Remember, so the user of the GCP file is root. But who are the group people of the GCP file? So the group people read and execute. But what is the group name? This is called what? The second one is the group name. I told you yesterday, if you create any new resource with the same username, one group is created. Even you want to change the group name, you will change it. But by default, group name and usernames are same. But except this root username and group name, remaining all are the what? Others. Others can execute this GCP file. Others can execute this GCP file. Okay. So plus means adding permissions. Minus means removing permissions. But even one more operator, chmod user group others equal to read only of the GCP file. Then what is mean by equal? Equality means like it is a override. I mean existing permissions are override and it will apply the what? New permissions. Then if I enter, all are with read only. And that means equality is nothing but to override existing permissions. Plus means it is not override. Adding. Minus means what? Removing. Equal means what? To override existing permissions. So these are the what? Three operators how to change file or directory permissions. This is called what? Symbolic method. This is called what? Symbolic method. But another method, very easy method is there, which is called what? Numerical method. So how to change file or directory permissions with numerical method. So already you know that in the chmod, I want to set 400 of my GCP file. What is mean by 400? Okay, the first value goes to user level, and the second value goes to group level, and the third value goes to others level. So now if I enter, so now file has only read of the user level, but remaining group and others, nothing. That is the reason AWS key pairs running with 400 only. So security reason, only read of the owner, but others group people cannot access the what key pair. Even if you attach any other permissions for the key pair, then the instances are not connected. You won't connect the what any instance. So before connecting instance, you should be attached the what key pair with read only permissions. That's why the key pair running with 400. What is the meaning of 400? This is called. I mean, this is the what 400 meaning. So same way you want to change chmod is the command. Then it is called what? 614. I want to set up for the GCP file. What is mean by 614? Okay, the first value 6. It is nothing but user permissions, user read and write. And second value is 1. 1 means group people execute only. And third value 4. 4 means read. Others to read of the GCP file. See this? Read write for the user, only execute for the group, and only read for the others. So let me change. In the chmod, I want to set 640 of my GCP file. What is the meaning? User only, read write. Group members, read only. Others are nothing. So now here see, only read write of the user, only read of the group people, others for the what? Nothing. So you want to set up full permissions. Everyone can access, read, write, execute of my GCP file. So which is called what? 777. All are with read, write, execute of my GCP file. So everyone running with read and write of my GCP file. Then it is called what? 666. Read and write of the GCP file. So this is numerical method is very, very easy compared to symbolic. Generally, in the Linux environment, file permissions concept means very easy concept because you know the three values. I mean, read 4, write 2, and execute 1. If you know these three values, you will manage the what? Entire security. Then, how to set up permissions for the directory? So there is no separate command again for the directories. So directories also has same command. So like it is a chmod, I want to set 700 of my recent directory name is Azure. Okay, now Azure has now read write execute of the owner, group people are nothing, others also nothing. If I run ls space -ld, then directory name is Azure. See that only user, owner only read write execute, and group people and others are nothing. And even I have directory. Okay, I want to set up another permissions. chmod, I want to use 614 of my Azure directory. So then what is the meaning? User read and write. Group people only execute, and others only read. If you check ls space -ld, then it is called what? Azure. See this? Only user read and write. Group people are not, they only execute, and others are read only. But in the group level, in the directory level, I mean, we have another directory is there. In the ls, we have world directory is there. Okay, so chmod, if I run 755 world directory, then what is the meaning? This directory has read write execute of the owner, read execute of the group, read execute of the others. Now if I use hyphen or option, some people to use the word or option. What is mean by or? Or means recursive. Or means recursive. What is mean by recursive? So without or option, the permissions will be applied to only world directory, only parent world directory. But world contains lot of subfiles and subdirectories. But I want to set up the word permissions, not only world directory. Within the world, every subfile and subdirectory will get the word 755. So I want to set the word 755 permissions, including subfiles and subdirectories. Then we can write the word or. Without or means these permissions apply to only parent world only. It's not affected within the world directory. With or means it is affected to within the directory of subfiles and subdirectories. That is the meaning of or. But we don't have any option or option for the file because one file doesn't contain any subfile and subdirectory. So that's why don't use the word or option for the file, or option only for the directories, because one directory contains multiple directories or multiple files. Now you can check it in the ls space ld world directory. World directory has read, write, execute 7, read, execute, read, execute. Even in the subfiles of the world directory, everything are the what same: read, write, execute, read, execute, read, execute. World contains ACA cloud. Even those also, those files and directories also 755. That is called what? Or option, recursive option. Now, the another important option. I mean, sometimes, sir, actually, in the CHMOD, this is the what interview question. CHMOD 6 place, my file name is GCP. Then this 6 says, I mean, read and write for the user level, group level, others level. I mean, I have specified only one value. In case, if I write 614, then you know that 6 is for user level, 1 is for group level, 4 is for others level. But I have specified only one value 6. Then this is 6 is for user na, group na, others na, or all na. Anyone? Because someone already knows file permissions concept. Then tell me, anyone? This 6 will be affected to user, right? Anyone?
Sir, repeat the question.
I have specified the one value 6. This 6 for user na, group na, others na.
The others.
Who said?
Some.
Okay. So now let me execute first. So now successfully executed. So these 6 file permissions are others only, not for user, not for all. So if I run ls space -l GCP, then permissions are to others only. But everyone thinking one value means system will consider 600. No. So actually the system consider 006. That's why it is called what? User 0, group 0, others only 6. Very good. Okay. So please consider this point. And the next one is the another important point. Sir, I have two files. One file name is GCP and another file name is, and even I have another file, AWS is there. Or maybe the file name is GCP and I have another file, PHP is there, I think. No, check it ls. Okay, GCP, my Java is there. Okay, GCP file is there and Java file is there. So now Java files permissions are different, GCP file permissions are different. Okay, now one day my requirement is I want to refer GCP files to Java file permission. GCP file permissions reference to Java file because I want to set read write for the others of my Java file, but I don't know how to change the word file permissions. Then if you confuse the what setting file permissions, I mean you want to reference the what existing file permissions, then again chmod -r for reference, then GCP file reference to Java file. Then check it, the ls space -l GCP files are same. R means okay. It is called what read only applied to all. Okay. Not -r only. Actually, the bit is different is there. So now let me again chmod. The file has 6 of the GCP file, and ls space -l GCP file is there, and I have ls-l Java file is there. So Java file right is there, but actually I want Java file reference of GCP file reference to Java. How to write it? chmod -, reference. A reference option is there. A reference. So GCP file to Java file, I think. Then if I run ls space -l GCP, then read write is there, and check it the what Java file. Then Java also has said read write. So now what is the keyword here? You want to reference, then -, reference space existing file name, existing file permissions to new file permissions. This is called what? Reference to any one file to other file. Then this is called what? chmod command. Then the another important command, in that case, chgrp. chgrp. What is chgrp? Change group name, guys. Change group name. Let me explain, for example. So chmod 6, generally for 1 permissions of my GCP file. So GCP file permissions are like user, read write. User means root, read write, and group people. Who are the group members? Root people. Again, read only, but except these two guys are, others are execute only. Now, how to change the group name? Actually, this GCP file belonging to my sports group, or my testers group, or my development group. So what are the existing group names? In the last class, we have created multiple groups. The group names are sports is there. In the sports group, multiple people are there. Rohit, Raju, Jay is there. So now how to change the group name actually? How to change the group name? chgrp. Then my group name is sports. Then file name is GCP. The file name is GCP. If I enter, now the group permissions has been changed. The group name has been changed. Now we can check it. Say this. What is the group name here? Sports group. Then the meaning is, here the meaning is, this file, GCP file owner is whom? Root only. So root can access this GCP file with read and write. And next, read only for the group. So now which group people can access with read only? Sports group people can access this GCP file with read only. And except root and sports, all are execute others. Like all are the what others? To execute this GCP file with others, execute only. This is the meaning. How to change the group name. So to changing group name, chgrp is the command to changing group name. Next, the another command is chown is there. What is meant by chown command? To change ownership of a file. To change ownership of a file. So how to change ownership of a file? So now GCP file owner is root only, but I want to set this file owner as Ram only or Raju only. Then how to change owner name of a file? Then we will use chown command. chown. Now I want to set Raju as a owner of the GCP file. Then if I enter, now GCP file owner is Raju. So now who is the owner of the GCP file? Raju. So Raju can access this GCP file with read and write. And group people read only. And others execute only. others execute on it. And even at a time also it is possible. For example, my file name is Java. So Java file permissions are 6, 4, again 1 of the Java file. So now Java permissions are like this. How to change at a time? CHMOD, CHMOD. I want to set owner name is Rom, then colon, group name is sports of Java file. Sports of Java file. Now at a time also it is possible with help of CH1 command. If I enter, see that Java file owner name is Rom and group name is sports. Now this Java file belonging to sports group. Then sports group people can access this Java file with read only. But ROM can access this Java file with read and write. But others can execute this Java file. This is called what? CHMOD command, CHGRP command, CHON command, CHON command. With help of CHMOD command to change file bits, to change file permissions. Then CHGRP command will do to change group name, and a CHON command to change ownership, Now I will tell you one important thing. So I have a directory, guys. For example, let me create a one directory, mkdir. My directory name is cloud data. My directory name is cloud data. Okay. Now within the cloud data, let me create AWS file, GCP file, Azure file. I have created 3 files in the cloud data. In the cloud data, I have created 3 files. Now, actually, the permissions are who is the owner of this file. Then we can check it ls-ld. Then it is called what? Cloud data. So cloud data owner name is root and group name is root and remaining others. Now what I'm saying, let me change the word permissions for this directory. Or before changing permissions, let me open another window. Please understand the word concept. Why need to set directory execute permissions? Extra permissions. If I log in ROM user, now ROM user successfully logged in. Now try to access my same directory cloud data. So now we have successfully entered inside the directory and also accessing AWS, Azure, GCP files. This is perfect. Now come out the word directly outside. Now what will I do? I will remove others execute permissions. I will remove others execute permissions of cloud data. So now other level, there is no execute permissions, only read permissions are there. Then now try to enter inside the directory. Now I'm trying to access cloud data. So what happened? Permission denied. Permission denied. What is the meaning here? So when the directory don't have any execute permissions, X permissions, we cannot enter. That means we cannot change the word directory. So when we have permission denied fail, and please check the word backend that file permissions or directory permissions. Okay, so that's why directory has execute permissions. Extra permissions are execute. If you don't have execute permissions for the directory, we cannot enter inside the what directory. Even if you ls-slash, see that all directories are visible. Even our cloud data also visible, because the cloud data other level read is there. We can view the what directory name, but we cannot enter the what inside the directory because I have removed execute permissions in the backend. So this is the what important point. Why need to provide execute permissions for the directory means, so you want to enter inside the what directory, you want to use cd command for the directory, definitely X permissions are required. This is one repeated interview question. Even people don't know what is the X permissions for the directory. So X permissions means you are allowing the what inside the directory. That directory don't have any execute permissions. We cannot enter inside the what directory. Remember this point. Now, the next important thing, in the last class I told you, which is called under users and groups concept, group collaboration is there. In the admin level, group collaborations concept is very, very important. The commands are SUID, SZID, sticky bit. SUID, SZID, sticky bit. Okay, these three are the what? Separate commands related to group collaboration. Okay, let me explain one by one practically. Important for the admin level, guys. Okay, SUID means set user ID. Set user ID. The meaning is it is used to allow multi-user access. It is used to allow multi-user access. And flag ID value is 4. The flag ID value is 4. Okay, what is meant by SUID? SUID. Okay, I have a one important script, guys. Generally, the script permissions are, I have a one shell script, for example, or I have a one Python program, or I have a one PHP program. So now this script has what are the permissions by default? Read, write, read only. That means one or only read, write. Group people read only, others also read only. But my requirement is in this server, multiple users are there. But I want to allow everyone can execute script.sh. Everyone can allow script.sh file. Then how to give multi-user access? Because in the last class, I told you sudo concept. Sudo concept means you want to execute all commands or specific commands to particular user only, then add the username in the sudo file. But what is this SUID? Set super user ID. The meaning is you want to share one command with all users within the server. You want to share that file or directory or command, anything. We can use SUID concept to allow multi-user access. How to set up in the CHMOD? U plus S is the option. Then we can write script.sh. You can write script.sh. U means it is called what? User level. S means set user ID. Then if I enter, then L space -L in the script.sh. See that even the file color is different, maroon color. Then even you have a what? One extra field here. S is the option. We don't have any S option previously. Even color file is what? Black previously. Now it is a maroon color. So when the file highlighting with maroon color, even in the user field is yes is added, then what is the meaning? Hey, this script.sh file can access everyone. Every user can use this script.sh file. So in the real time, what you will do, sometimes you will share the one file or one directory or one command with every user. Then why need to add all users in the sudo configuration? So you can use U plus S option. Then when will you write U plus S for the file or directory or command, then everyone can access the script.sh file. But how to remove the word this script.sh? Then we will use U minus S again to remove it. This is called what? Numerical method. Even symbolic method also is there. So symbolic method means the same command U plus S. Instead of U plus S, generally existing permissions are what? This is 6, this is 4, this is 4. The permissions already 6, 4, 4. Then in the left field, if you write 4, fourth value will be added, then it consider the what? 4 means it is a set user ID. Then enter. So then we can use it. See that again S has been added. That is called what? Script.sh file. So what I'm saying, U plus S or in the left field 4 is required. But don't consider these three. These three are the what? File permissions. But if you add fourth value, then it is called what? Set user ID. But how to remove the what? Numerical method? In that case, then we will use 0. Then it is called what? Again, file back to normal position. Now, based on these existing permissions, everyone will work on the script.sh. But if you add SUID, then multi-user access, everyone can access. The simple point, you want to share one file with all users, then set up the what? Set user ID. Then what is the second one, which is called set group ID? That is called what? Use it to allow multi-group access. Multi-group access. Sir, I want to allow multi-groups. I mean, all groups can access the what? One command or one file. Then we will use multi-group access. Set group ID. That is called what? Flag ID value is 2. These flags are different. Even the same flags are the what? File permissions also 4021. But these are different. Those file permissions are different. So these fields are fourth values. Those are the what? First to second to third. So what is mean by multi-group access? So now the file is, what is the file name? Script.sh. In the file has now no multi-user access. If you want to add multi-group access, then chmod g+s in the script.sh. So now this file has multi-group access. Multi-group access. The meaning is every group person can access this script.sh file. That is called what? Multi-group access. So you want to set the same permissions in the numerical method. Then existing permissions are 644. Then group access means left side flag ID value 2. This is called what? Multi-group access. Otherwise, G+S is the option. User level U+S, group level G+S. Fine. So you want to remove the things, then again it is called what? G minus S. chmod G minus S in the script.sh. Then again we'll check it. Same way. Read write, read write. But in numerical method, left side 0. Then existing permissions. Then script.sh. Like this. This is called what? Numerical method. So multi-user access, multi-group access. Now the another one, the very important thing, sticky bit, guys. What is meant by sticky bit? It is used to prevent accidental delete by users and groups. It is used to prevent accidental delete by users and groups. The flag ID value is 1. I mean, security reason, sticky bits are important in the real environment. For example, I want to create a one folder, guys. mkdir. My folder name is important data. Sir, I have a one important data folder. Even in the important data folder, some files are there. Maybe the files are again AWS GCP file. So we have 2 files are there in the important data. But if I share, I'm looking for this important data folder into multiple users. Everyone can access the what? Important data directory with read only, but don't delete the what? This important data options. I mean, within the important data, no one to delete AWS file and GCP file. Everyone can read only, because this is the read documentation. Please read everyone. But when the person trying to delete any file, the permission denied error will show that. I mean, how it is possible means, let me do, for example, 777 is the permissions of the important data. Generally, people what to do, they will share the word directories with 777 method. Then what happens? Everyone can read, write, execute of this important data. I mean, when the file running with read, write, execute, when the directory running with read, write, execute, then everyone see this in the important data. So the person can access important data, and even full permissions means they will modify, they will delete, they will read, everything is possible. So now I'm trying to delete AWS file. So now see this. So now it's successfully deleted. So if you share the files, everyone will delete, read and write and everything. But what is my concern here? Sticky bit meaning is how to prevent accidental deletes by users and groups. So I want to controlling accidental deletes. Then we will use chmod plus T is the option. Plus T means sticky bit adding. Then if I add sticky bit for the folder, now check it in the ls -ld important data. See this. T is the what? End of the permissions. The meaning is this folder has been enabled with sticky bit. Then now try to create other file. Try to delete the what? The another file, which is called what? Again, GCP is there. Now enter yes. What happened? Cannot remove GCP because operation not permitted. Even the directory has full permissions. The people will not delete the what resources. How it is how to provide the what security with the help of the what secure folder security like sticky bit. So in the environment, people will share the what some sharing resources, but they will share the what data with one folder with a read, write, execute and everything. But everyone can access read only, but don't delete the what files, modify the data or anything. Then how can you protect your files? Then it is called what? Sticky bit. But if I remove the what sticky bit for the folder, if I remove the what sticky bit for the folder, the person will delete. I mean, can access and delete and everything is possible. Now they are deleted like this. So that's what sticky bit is nothing but what? It is used to prevent accidental delete by users and groups concept. Okay, this is called totally users and groups permissions concept. If you know these three concepts, I mean 3 videos, last 3 classes, before yesterday, yesterday and today class, then 100% you will operate users and groups with permissions management. So no doubt easily to operate in the backend of Linux. Okay. If you have any queries, now please ask me.